Hi everyone, it's Jasmine, and today I am filming outside because there's no wind and it's a good day. So I was having a pretty rough week this past week, and I felt really, I guess, inspired to talk about bullying just because of this incident. I was walking to the library and this boy stops me in my tracks and gives me a note, and he says, "This is from me to you." I see writing on the note, so I'm just like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And keep in mind that I've never seen this boy ever. I've never seen him around school. I don't think so. And I thought it was his phone number. He thought that was like a joke, so I accepted it and I said, "Okay, thank you." And I walked away. And as I walked away, I decided to read the letter, and it says in the letter, "You are so effing ugly." And at that point, and in that moment, I lost it. I was alone, so I was furious. There was nobody I was able to rant to at that time. I was just like, ooh, if I ever encounter him again, like I'm going to go crazy. But I don't know, like at that moment I kind of just kept getting like flashbacks of people insulting me and everything, and I just got heated. I was appalled because he stopped me in my tracks, and I think that he thought that was funny. I don't ever think that that's a joke. Whether it's somebody doing it to me, somebody doing it to somebody else, I don't think that's a joke. I think that is the most rudest and uncalled for thing that somebody can do, and I don't know, it's just so low. I don't know how somebody can be that shallow, but it happened, and I was cussing all over the place. Let me tell you, I was such a mess. And I don't know, not only that happened this week, but there's just a lot of things that has happened since school started, and I don't know, I just feel that we don't understand the importance of the causes and effects of bullying. I honestly don't know what causes bullying. I don't know what goes through people's heads when they think that it's okay to bully or insult others. I mean, there are probably like 10,000 reasons, but I feel like those reasons aren't enough for me. You can't just say that somebody was bored or thinks that it's funny to do it. I don't think that's a good enough reason to bully. If you have a good reason to bully, then you better tell me that reason, because right now, like I'm just really mad about it. Like when I see somebody, like this week, when I saw somebody fall out of his seat in class, everyone was laughing, and I was so concerned because he fell pretty hard, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And a lot of people in that class were laughing at him like really, really loud, and they were just like, ha ha ha. And in that heat of the moment, I felt that it was right to step up and say, hey, you wouldn't like it if you fell and everybody laughed at you. Sorry, my voice just like cracked, but and everyone just stopped laughing, and I really felt that people understood after I said that. I just learned to be stronger the hard way, because I have been bullied for a really long time. Ever since I moved out to Fairfield, I have been bullied. And I don't know if I was just a new kid and I was just an easy target, but I was bullied nonetheless. I have grown to kind of be really insecure about myself. The little things that no one would really notice, like the little arm hairs that I have, or the little like peach fuzz around my upper lip, or my protruding tricep when I twist my arm. Like I don't know, I thought that those things were normal. People have hair on their upper lip, people have hair around their bodies. I was only 8 or 9, and people were making fun of me for it. And I just felt like I needed to hide. People called me Chewbacca because I was hairy. People told me and accused me that I took steroids just because my tricep was showing whenever I twisted my arm, because I was so skinny that you could just literally see my muscle whenever I like did a little flex or something. And I felt really attacked. As a little kid in a new town, I felt like I needed to hide. I had no friends, and it was hard. It was hard for me to make friends just because I thought that I wasn't good looking, or I didn't meet standards, or I didn't meet the expectations people thought that I should meet. You know, I thought that I had to be this pristine person to be accepted. And I don't know if you're still following along with me on this, but you don't really have to be a pristine or perfect individual for people to like you. You are your own person. Everybody is unique, and if you can accept that you're unique and that you are different, then that's good. It's a good thing that you're different, because you wouldn't want to be living in a society where people are all the same. And I understand that nowadays social media can be so harsh on you and say, oh, you need big lips to be considered beautiful. Oh, you need to have some good eyebrows to be successful in life, or whatever. You don't really need that. Like, you don't need somebody to say, oh, you need an hourglass figure to be accepted in the world. Like, you know what? I personally think that being thick or being skinny or having, I don't know, more hair on your eyebrows is a good thing. I think that everybody is unique and beautiful, and it just sucks that anything that is considered different and not normal or to like standards, I feel that's crap. I feel like that's bull crap. I feel like nobody should have rules to live by or to look by. You know, I feel that you are your own person. You make your own rules. If you want to look a certain way, then you look a certain way. You shouldn't have other people telling you what to do, especially if they're not your parents. Then who are they to say that you can't wear black lipstick, or that you can't wear baggy jeans, or you can't wear, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. So I think it was a week or two ago, I was wearing, I think it's called like a midi dress, but it was kind of like this tight fitting dress, and it had a crew neck and it had sleeves that were about up to here, and the dress ended mid-calf. So my dress was pretty long, and I was walking into class and I sat down in my normal seat. We didn't have a seating chart, so I just sat wherever. And me and this girl were having a pleasant conversation, and 30 minutes about into the class, she stares at me and she tells me, Jasmine, you look like a prostitute. And at that moment, I kind of thought that the only part of my skin that was really showing was my arms and my ankles. So I was like, I mean, I guess my ankles are against the dress code regulation, then I guess I'm a prostitute. But then that kind of made me so angry, because as a kid I was like, I was sensitive just because of the words that people attacked me with. People called me a slut and a whore and all those nasty things in middle school. And I don't know, it's just that, like, when she told me that I look like a prostitute, it just triggered that, and I just felt like, wow, you're really degrading me just because I'm wearing a dress. And like, I'm not trying to impress her, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I bought that dress just because I liked how it looked on me, you know? And I just feel that that wasn't even a joke, even if she was joking, or even if she was serious. I look good in that dress, okay? So I don't know, I'm still shocked by it. And like I said, that was like a few weeks ago, so I don't know. So just to clarify a little bit about my past, I was really shy just because I felt like I was being degraded and I felt like I wasn't good enough. Like I said, there has been some times where I really wanted to commit suicide. I really felt like I wasn't good enough for, I guess, society. I kept thinking that if I was gone, then nobody else, like nobody would care, just because I was just being hated so much. Like every day I would get an insult. And even though I had friends, I'm not gonna lie, I did have friends. It was just the fact that the bullying was really overpowering, like the love that I had from my family or my friends. I just felt like there was so much hate that I was receiving that it kind of transformed me into a whole different person. I was no longer energetic and happy and optimistic or just trying to lighten up the mood or anything. I was really trying to hide. I was really trying to not meet new people, and you know, it just came to a point where I just didn't want to be around anybody. I detached myself from my friends, and I really wish that I didn't do that, because after that I felt lost. I think the thing that really helped me change was this thing that my principal told me to attend. It was this day called Challenge Day, and it was basically a day where we talk about our problems, and it was kind of like a therapy session, but it was only, like, a few people out of my school like came to do it, and it was like for the whole day, and there were like tears involved in that day. And I don't really want to go in depth with it because I think it was like kind of like a confidential thing that what we were talking about, but it was just like talk about our problems and try to reconnect with ourselves again, and forgive and forget those who have hurt us, and remember those who have had an impact in our lives. It took me up until junior year of high school to really come out of my shell completely. I really wanted to meet new people, and I really wanted to make new friends. I really want to spread the message of optimism, and I really know how it feels to be at the lowest point, and I really just want everybody to know that there is always a better path somewhere. You just gotta wait on it. The best advice for me to you is don't forget your true self. If you like to watch anime, then you watch your anime. If you like makeup, then you do your makeup. If you like style, then go ahead, do your style thing. But in all honesty, there is a fine line between freedom of speech and saying your opinion and being really judgmental and bullying. There's a really fine line, and I feel that that's not really expressed enough. We should all be able to think about what we say before we actually say it. And I know that I sometimes say things that are really out of pocket sometimes, but I will always go back and try and clarify myself if I say something that I really didn't mean, or, you know, but just remember that. And I feel that you shouldn't have to live up to anybody's expectations. Nobody is here to say that you have to do something a certain way. I really learned that when you wait and you have time to think about who you are as a person and what you really like, you will be able to gain your self-confidence back. And I want to emphasize the word self and self-confidence, self and self-esteem. It's all about you. in that sense. And you are your own person, like I said before. I just want to say that bullies don't got anything on you, boo-boo. You stay true, and if you have bullies that are far beyond bad or anything like that, just remember that you have people that will be there for you, whether it be your family or your teachers or maybe even your friends. You know, they're the outlet that you need to stay safe. And it took me a long time to tell my parents about the people who insult me and the people who bully me. And in the end, I'm really glad that I told them, because my parents and probably your parents care about you way more than you know it. And I'm really thankful that I have people now that will really have my back, because back then I just pushed everybody out. I didn't want to associate with anybody. I didn't even want to associate with my parents. Like, that's how bad it was. But you know, it just comes along with self-confidence and self-esteem. You just got to be comfortable with your own skin before you be comfortable with anybody else. And that's basically all I gotta say. So I want to end this video on a positive note and say that if you need anybody to talk to, that I'm always here. You can comment on any of my videos or contact me, you know, any of that jazz. I'm always here to talk about anything, and I understand a lot more than you probably think. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. All I'm trying to say is that don't let peer pressure get to you. I know that